drop any of this gear.
Hey, welcome in, folks. This is Babbage here. We are currently hanging out in Coastal Highway, getting ready to go to the Ravine. You remember last time we entered the stream trying to go up the river and ran right into the bear and literally had to run away. So, we're done with that. Hopefully the bear has moved on. Where's our wolf at? Over there. Alright, let's do this. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay. There used to be no wildlife up here. Now there's all sorts of stuff.
I'm not sure I can carry much more. Thank you.
Yeah.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Go away, go away. Okay, we should be free of wolves here. Okay, it's already time for our next phase of our challenge. So I should probably include that in here. And our challenge is this. And this is a little bit about me. So basically our challenge involves pulling a random card from the deck every time we enter a new region. So we're going to shuffle our cards once more. And we will see what we get. Okay, cut it a few different ways. Okay, so what do we get? We're going to go here. So what do we got there? We have 10 of hearts. Okay, so that's going to be 10 kilos of meat. How is that going to even work? How are we going to get 10 kilos? We may be stuck now. 10 of hearts. Okay, now we've got real trouble here. How does that work? What happens if we're unable to do the task? Does it just end? Yeah, I mean, how are we going to do that? Rabbits. We're going to find enough rabbits and enough carcasses? I don't know. It's going to be messy.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Hmm. 10 kilos of meat. How in the world are we going to find 10 kilos of meat here? We're going to have to kill every single rabbit. So let's say we get 1 kilo, 1.5 kilo, let's say 1 kilo off of every rabbit. That's 10 rabbits. We might get another kilo off of a deer carcass. So 9 rabbits. I don't know if we're going to find that much. Like, it's not like we can trick any wolves into hunting for us. There's just no wolves here. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna get in here.
My fingers feel numb.
Did they move the rabbits around? No, there's a rabbit over there. Tormuse! Welcome in, Raiders, and welcome in, Tormuse. Hold on a second while we grab our stuff here. Storm is coming. Do a shout out here for Tormuse. Yeah, actually a TLD clip. Doki Doki TLD, yeah.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah, folks, we're doing a challenge, an interloper challenge called Luck of the Draw. And basically what we do for this challenge is we... every time we enter a new region, we have to draw a card from a deck, and the card tells us the nature of our challenge while we're here. So the suit tells us the type of challenge, resource, meat, days spent, hides or guts, harvested or water, water boiled, and the number tells us the amount. So we were very, very unfortunate in entering the Ravine, in that we pulled a 10 of hearts. That's 10 kilos of meat harvested. I don't think there's 10 kilos of meat to harvest when we don't have a bow, right? So it's like bad news. We finally found the hacksaw. It was in a car. It was not where I was expecting it to be. And so we wasted a lot of time. We made the trip all the way to Desolation Point, and we never found the hacksaw until after we returned from Desolation Point. And it's too late to really go back and forge. Now we have to plan on a Forlorn Muskeg forge. But yeah. So yeah, we'll probably have to wait out a lot of bunny respawns, and we don't have a lot of food to work with either. So this run, man, may stall out because we still don't have a skillet. So we've got flour, but we can't make anything with it. Yeah. So we'll see. This this challenge run may finish sooner than we want. If that happens, we'll probably end the stream a little early, because I actually have to fly out tomorrow, so I'm not planning on having a super long stream tonight. So. Trying to do signal void. No car batteries on in Mountain Town at all. Wow. Oof, that's horrible. Not a one. Wow. You search the gas station as well, or the gas station. There's also the little. There's a booth outside the gas station that sometimes has something in it. Almost certainly there's a battery in the gas station. In the back room with the fire barrel, usually there's a battery somewhere on the shelf or on the ground. But yeah, I had one run where I searched everywhere for the hammer and finally found the hammer on my like second or third trip to where was it? The signal tower in Pleasant Valley. I'd searched everywhere else in Pleasant Valley. I'd searched the signal tower really early on, and then someone said you missed it, and then I went back, and sure enough, it was there underneath on one of the tables. It was just so annoying. It's like I could have been much further along in the run. That's how I feel about this run. Is like this run is super stalled, super delayed because I didn't check one car in Coastal Highway that happened to have the hacksaw in it. And because I didn't check that hacksaw, find the hacksaw, I got to Desolation Point with a hammer, but not enough metal, and I couldn't even forge. Okay. Okay. Try our luck. Yeah, figures.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
Please. It's fine. That's how we got our 10 hours of sleep in.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Actually, you know what? We have other stuff to do.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Okay. So we're going to be here for a while, so let's just go ahead and drop everything we're not going to need. Okay, what else can we drop? Yeah, that's good.
Where can I find something to eat?
Okay, we gotta hunt some rabbits. It's the only way we're gonna get close to our 10 kilos. I have no idea how we just need to find really fat rabbits. Well, there's two of them. Missed. Okay. How much are you? 169. Okay, let's hopefully we can get most of that. Just since we have a hacksaw now, it's a little bit easier to do that.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yep. Ooh, you want a poem? Okay. Any preference? No? Okay.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah. There's another one. Oh, that was lucky.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up a bit.
We might get closer to 10 than I expected. Well, depends on how much meat we can get off these guys. Anyways, let's go back into the cave. And we will pause to do our poem, and then we'll come back to our rabbit hunting.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. Poem time. Let's read a poem. Poem chooser. I choose. Approaching Infinity. I think we did that one not too long ago. What do I feel like? I kind of want to do something. We'll do something old. Well, maybe we'll just do something. Flip through and find something we haven't done for a while. Okay, let's do. Okay, let's do extern. So this is a poem from my second book of poetry, From Babbage's Dream, published by Sendra's Publications in 2017. This is from a series of poems that take their inspiration from programming terms. This one is extern, which is a keyword used to indicate any variable that's defined outside of a function block or outside of that sort of piece of code, code document. Okay, extern. Beyond this moment and the cubicled space I leave behind, something else exists. The freeway at 3 a.m., bare, silent, a crease in the troubled skin of the city, the thin gray waterway I drift in, drink in, disengaged without clouds, light, or memory. The car carrying me forward on autopilot, and my eyes blank to the world full of the invisible grace of gravity. What holds us in place at every turn, keeps us from sliding into the concrete walls that divide us from oblivion. Everything outside us contains us. At home, the vacant bed, the sheets unstirred, the sound of the upstairs neighbor making love, the creak and bang of her wooden frame shifting above me against the walls, while I sit, sleepless, before the gray mask of the TV screen, numb to the pantomime of fire flickering across the length of the empty living room, the dull end of things. Some nights I hear a man on the street below cursing at an invisible stranger. You betrayed me, you will pay. Uncolored dogs prowl beyond him, and the girls on the corner in their short skirts bare their teeth, pale and broken. A ragged young man digs with one hand down the gutter drain, trying to pull something free before it slips forever out to sea. Sometimes I dream of the ghost of a bird, its eyes dark like mine, asleep in the fold of a tree, its shadow the shape of a harp. So that was extern. And a little bit about the poem. This poem is partly inspired by where I used to live in Glendale, California, which was not as rough a neighborhood as I kind of make it out here. But when I was working in the gaming industry as a programmer, I was working in Culver City, which is by the airport, and then driving back to Glendale, which is about 45 minutes away, through every part of the city to get there. And I was working really ridiculous hours during crunch times, and sometimes this would happen is I would get in the car and I would not remember anything about the trip home. And then I'd be pulling into the parking spot at home, and I would just it would be a blank. I 40 minutes of my time disappeared and I had no idea what had happened. So, that sense of being on autopilot. So that's part of it, is just kind of like you're so numb to everything that you've just lost touch with being in the world at all. And then at the same time getting home exhausted, mentally burned out, but unable to fall asleep. And then at the time I had an upstairs neighborhood who had let's say a very active nocturnal life, sometimes quite noisy. And it was not something that made it easy to get any rest, if the bed frames were banging upstairs. So, yeah. It was true in our neighborhood that it was a very quiet neighborhood in Glendale. And I was curious about this one time. I looked out of the window late at night and I saw there was this big guy walking a tiny dog. I realized this was kind of part of a larger pattern. Like during the daytime, I would also see these old men on lawn chairs outside of their buildings, and people would drive up, get out of their cars, talk to the guy, then get back into cars and drive away. There was never a police presence on the street, but there was no crime that happened on the street. And so I asked one of my friends who was a long time resident of a lifelong resident of Glendale. I was like, am I mistaken in thinking that perhaps there's Armenian mafia living on my street? And I described what I was seeing, and they said, yeah, that's probably the Armenian mafia. That's why you're not getting any, it's very safe because no one dares do anything on your street. I was like, okay, that might explain that. And I did overhear someone one night, screaming out loud on the phone to someone saying, you betrayed me, you will pay. I thought, okay, well, that just adds to the lore of the space as being somehow tied to the mafia. Yeah. And so we didn't have anyone working the corners in our neighborhood. That was not part of the thing. And so I kind of blend in a few other things I'd seen in other parts of the city into this. That last couplet, sometimes I dream of the ghost of a bird, its eyes dark like mine, asleep in the fold of a tree, its shadow the shape of a harp. I entered that into a contest for was it Clark County Transit, which is Vancouver, Washington, when I used to live there. And it was one of a small set of poems or fragments that were accepted and ran on their buses. So they had them posted. Instead of advertising, they had poems or excerpts from poems on the buses. And so I was part of the inaugural run of that, which was pretty exciting. And so even today I have on the wall, which you can't see on camera here, I have that bus panel thing, that the advertising panel goes up in the little channels up at the top with my poem in it. So yeah, so that's a little behind the scenes for that one. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to business here. Oh. Okay, we're going to see what we can do here. 1.3. Hey, Chimmy. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in, readers.
There's the barky boy. I'm gonna see if we can quickly check this out.
So, oh, we'll let your clip run. Yeah, the clip audio is pretty quiet. I'm not certain. Like, I hear it. Good question. Where does that play? Well, we'll check it out next time to see if we can hear it, but I think it's set to max anyway, so it should work. Oh, I'm pretty quiet to begin with? Okay, well, we can play with that. That's partly because my mic's further away in this current setup, but how do we make our crank this up more? I think I have to do it in. We're gonna bump it up. Maybe we'll just do it in the filters. That work? Let's see if that's any better. No. Let's see. Okay, that is a little bit better. Okay, we'll knock it up a little bit more. Okay, how's that? Oh, that's maybe a little bit too much. Is it too much? And that. Okay, let's try this. This seems to be about right. Not too far into the red, but okay. No, it's good feedback to figure that out. Okay. Anyways, so those of you who are joining us, we're doing this little annoying challenge called Luck of the Draw, in which we draw a card every time we enter a new region, and the suit on the card tells us the nature of the challenge we have to complete in that region, and the number tells us the amount. We are in the Ravine, and we drew the 10 of hearts, which means 10 kilos of harvested meat. There's a catch. We still don't have a bow because we had a failed attempt to go forge. So we have to kill a lot of bunnies. We may be here for a while. Unless these bunnies are all fat bunnies. Okay, so let's see. So I got 136 here. Plus 9. So what's what we got here? 1.36, 0.9. This is Ravine. I don't think we have a fishing option. I think we may have to climb down. 1.1. Okay, so this is better. Still a long ways off. Yeah, that's the other problem with that. 3.36. It's not impossible. We might get lucky. Okay, so we're currently at 3.36. Yeah, I don't think there's any fishing available here, and we don't have a fishing tackle, so. I'm gonna rip these out with our bare hands. Yeah, so those of you who are new to this channel, I am a writer. I'm also a former computer games programmer and the author of 2 books of poetry. Currently back in school doing a master's in library and information science. I already have a MFA in creative writing and a PhD in literature and creative writing. This is frozen? How did it get frozen so quickly? Guess it's cold in the cave. Yeah, these guys are frosting up here. Okay, so we're currently sitting at 3.36. Let's get some more rocks because we're going to have to hunt some more rabbits. But we might find some deer carcasses. Should get at least 1 deer carcass here, maybe 2. Nope. Okay, let's see if we get lucky here. One deer carcass. 1.2.
I wonder if I can drop
Definitely getting colder. Let's see if there's another carcass up here. Yep. .7. We're looking better. We're definitely looking better. So at this point, we now have 3.36 plus 1.2 plus 1.7. We are now at 6.26. We might get out of here. Kill some more rabbits and we'll be fine. Because there's a rabbit grove still. Okay, we'll come back for this stuff in the morning when it's warmer.
I've never felt so cold in my life. furnace setting. Gonna get a lot colder soon.
We shouldn't have dropped everything on the fire. That was a mistake. No, it's a pain to get everything off. So we just pick everything up and then dump it somewhere else.
Come on, little fire. Okay, that didn't work. Come on, little fire. Come on. I'm not sure I can carry much.
Okay, we'll move all this stuff away so we can actually stuff around here. Okay, so let's see. Cured guts go here. Drop the fresh one over here. Okay, and everything else we don't need on us right now.
Yeah, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
cooking for? Okay, so we can get fed. Okay, I'm going to take a short bio break and I'll be right back. Okay, back. Yep. We're back. Okay.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Oops. Just a turn. Still 2 guts here. I'm gonna hide over there, but it's too cold to just do it without fire.
I can't feel my feet. Damn, I'm freezing.
Perfect. What do we got here? 0.6. That's not a lot. Have to be more rabbits than.
my stomach is eating itself.
Okay, so another 0.6. Puts us at 7.2. Almost 4 kilos. So basically, we have to kill some rabbits. Be good.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, you can also gather saplings finally. Come on, buddy, stop somewhere. How much do you got, buddy? 0.9. Please be a fat bunny. 1.1, so that's 2 kilos right there.
Jesus, this is cold.
Cool.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
-8. We need to move someplace warmer. Yeah, we're allowed to eat it, so we're fine with eating it. We just have to track how much we harvest, and
One little fall.
that's it. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so we'll probably be fine here. Okay, thanks.
I'd do anything for a drink right now. Okay. Okay, let's add our extra 2 onto here. So we're actually almost good. Amazing.
Let's just kill 2 more rabbits and we'll be good.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Where are the rabbits are usually here? Oops, didn't mean to throw that.
Oh, so cold.
We're so close. We're gonna have to climb down the ravine. Try the lower level, see if we can find something there. There's probably rabbits down there.
Barely walk with this much gear. I never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Oh, there's our bunny. Last bunny. Okay. We get this bunny and we are done.
So perfect.
Yay.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
$1.1. That's enough. That's enough to take us over.
Feels like night is coming. I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay. So yeah, I think as soon as we get back to the cave, and get our sleep in, I might actually wrap it a little bit early tonight because I have to be up, I have to catch a morning flight, so. I'm pretty much packed up and ready to go, but I don't want to get started on the next phase and get caught up on something that'll take me longer. This is a good stopping point, really, because we'll have hit our we have hit our goal. Somehow, miraculously, we did 10 kilos here. And then all we have to do is go into Mystery Lake. Next stream, which will be probably Tuesday night, because I'm going to be out of town Saturday night. Yep, I'm in Los Angeles this weekend. Okay, so let's see here. We can drop all this meat. And let's see, I just want to harvest these guys. Okay, then we can just basically drop everything here.
Rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Okay, we're good. We did it. Fully recovered. Yeah, pretty full recovery. Let's see here. What day are we on? We are on day 39. Okay, day 39. Okay, and so we'll just pass time to mark the end of this. Okay, so yeah, we're going to wrap up here a little early tonight, but that's because I want to be well rested for tomorrow. My flight, we are going to go and raid someone. Oh, really? I don't really recognize anyone here. They will try someone new. We'll join Sol Risa. Sol Risa is our choice tonight to go support someone new. Let's see. Visiting Sol Risa. Don't know anything about them, but they are playing Belong Dark on some sort of difficulty level. So hopefully we can support them. We'll see you all soon. Thanks again. And I'll be back on Tuesday night.